Listen, the world is loud. It's full of noise, distractions, and endless voices telling you what to think, how to act, and who to be. But deep down, you know there's another way. A quieter, stronger, more meaningful way to live. A life built on love, forgiveness, and honesty. Not because it's easy, but because it's right. Because it's the way Jesus lived. And he showed us that godliness isn't about retreating from the world. It's about transforming it, one choice at a time. Let's talk about love first, because love is the foundation. The Bible says God is love. And if we claim to follow him, love has to be our first language. But love isn't just a warm feeling. It's a daily decision. It's choosing patience when your toddler is testing your last nerve. It's kindness to the barista who got your order wrong. It's refusing to gossip about a coworker, even when everyone else is. Love is inconvenient. It costs you something. Jesus didn't say, love people when they're lovable. He said, love your enemies. That means the neighbor who annoys you, the relative who always criticizes, even the stranger online, spewing hate. And here's the thing, science proves love changes everything. Studies show that acts of kindness reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and even increase lifespan. So when you choose love, you're not just obeying God, you're unlocking a healthier, happier life. Now, forgiveness. Listen, this one's tough. When someone hurts you, your flesh wants to hold on to that pain like a weapon. But resentment is a prison. Jesus told Peter to forgive 70 times 7, not because people deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. Forgiveness doesn't mean pretending the hurt didn't happen. It doesn't mean letting someone abuse you again. It means handing the debt to God and saying, I won't carry this weight anymore. Research from Johns Hopkins University found that forgiveness reduces anxiety, depression, and chronic pain. It's like setting down a backpack full of rocks you've been carrying for years. And here's a secret. Forgiveness starts small. Maybe today you forgive the guy who cut you off in traffic. Tomorrow, you forgive the friend who forgot your birthday. Little by little, your heart learns to let go. Honesty is where things get real. We live in a world where lies are often rewarded. Exaggerated resumes, flattery to get ahead, harmless excuses to avoid awkwardness. But the Bible says truth is the belt that holds everything together. Think about it. When you lie, even a little one, you have to remember the lie. You build a false version of yourself. But honesty? It's clean. It's free. It means looking someone in the eye and saying, I messed up, or I can't do this, or I need help. Honesty builds trust, and trust builds strong relationships in your marriage, your friendships, your work. And get this, neuroscience shows that lying activates stress responses in the brain, while truthfulness creates calm. So honesty isn't just moral, it's mental self-care. Prayer is your lifeline. Not fancy words, not performative speeches, just real, raw conversation with God. The Quran calls it dhikr, the remembrance of God, and it's the same idea. Staying connected to the divine in the middle of your chaos. Prayer isn't about changing God's mind, it's about changing yours. It's saying, I don't know how to handle this, but you do. And then, this is crucial, listening. Because God speaks in the quiet, in the sudden sense of peace, in the Bible verse that jumps out at you, in the friend who calls at just the right time. Prayer isn't a monologue, it's a dialogue. And service, this is where faith gets hands and feet. Jesus didn't just preach, he fed the hungry, healed the sick, and touched the untouchable. Serving others isn't about earning God's favor, it's about reflecting His heart. It's tutoring a struggling kid, visiting a nursing home, or just listening, really listening, to someone who's lonely. Harvard studies show that people who volunteer regularly are 25% happier than those who don't. Why? Because we're wired to give. When you help others, you step outside your own problems and see the bigger picture. So, here's the truth. Living a godly life in the modern world isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's pausing before you react. It's apologizing when you're wrong. It's turning off the noise to hear God's voice. The world will try to pull you into its rush, its anger, its selfishness, but you don't have to follow. You can choose love over convenience, forgiveness over grudges, truth over shortcuts. And when you do, something amazing happens. You become light. Not a flashing neon sign, but a steady flame, the kind that guides others home.